Coming to you from the Beer to Whiskey Studios high atop Barley's Tap Room on Washington Street in downtown Greenville, South Carolina, I'm Russ Heaps, and this is an episode of Big John and Five, in which I get my good buddy here, Big John Richards, to pick a beer from one of more than 70 on Barley's Taps. If you can see behind us here, they've got their new beer menu signs going. In fact, less than half their taps are up here. The rest are downstairs. But anyway, he picks a beer. We talk about them. We taste them. And he gives us a little history about the brewery and sometimes a little history about brewing itself. And with that, take it away, John.
We pack all that into 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes, give or take.
Yeah, so today, actually another one I'm super excited for is, and Russ will be too, Great Divide's 25th anniversary, Big Yeti. So they had their 2019 was their 25th anniversary. So we've just turned the corner now, but it's finally made its way out here to us on the East Coast from Colorado. And Great Divide's, of course, Denver, one of the original Colorado breweries, one of the longest standing, and one of the independents still left standing.
Still family owned.
Still family owned.
Wow. Nice.
Right. So, and they have probably my favorite beer slogan out of everybody. Great minds drink alike. And here we go.
This, yes.
So Russ, this is a big 13.5% version of original Yeti.
What are you trying to do to me?
It's just, I was trying to get to the finish line as quickly as possible.
I'm a little guy.
What's a little beer?
Yeah, we shoot 6, 7, 8 of these usually at a stretch, and
the careful observer can tell which one went at which end of the day.
Yeah. So we try and hold off on these until at least we hit the midpoint before we go big. But 13.5, that's huge.
That's definitely going to get anyone's attention. And that's one of the reasons you put it in a smaller glass like this. These beers aren't meant to be drunk 16 ounces at a time. They're barely meant to be drunk 10 ounces at a time.
Right.
You put down one of these and it's like drinking 3 beers at once, even at that size. So one really has to be careful. Sometimes people don't realize that craft beer is the quickest way to the floor. And this would get you there.
And not having our experience, I've never experienced that. So
right, of course. On that note, I think we should give this guy a try. It's going to be a monster, it's going to be a bear, and it's going to be a big, aggressive, roasty.
And I'm going to love it.
Yeah, oily.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the aroma's gorgeous on that.
I know.
It's just everything from caramel and toffee to brownies and dark chocolate. I'm getting
big dark chocolate and coffee. Should I be getting coffee out of this?
You should be getting, and they make an espresso Yeti, which is where all the coffee goes.
Yeah.
So to me, I don't pull the big coffee notes out of this, but there's definitely the roast and some of that espresso bite. Oh, there's a lot more coffee once it hits your palate. You're right about that.
That's where I was.
Yeah, because I hadn't taken a sip yet either.
I know, I was a little ahead of you.
Ooh, man, that is fantastic. That is, I bet you could put 10, 12 years on that, and it would just mellow and age and kind of amplify some of the small stuff that's going on there. Right now, there's a lot of roast in that once you put it on your tongue. There's a lot of...
And I would suspect, we haven't asked, but I would suspect Barley's is probably squirreling away a keg of this for a while.
No, I would have to think so.
They've got a big aging program here at Barley's. And
yeah, this is definitely one that I would buy a bomber of and stick in the back of the closet, see if I can forget about it for a few years. Some of these big stouts have been the subject of a couple of my favorite beers ever, and this would, oh my goodness, would this age well?
Yeah.
It's super drinkable right now, and it's big enough to get your attention where you want to, it's some of these beers try and fool you into thinking that you should be able to drink them quickly, this beer is at least respectful enough to let you know that it's pounding you in the back of the head.
Yeah, but it's not boozy at all.
No, it's not boozy at all. That's another very interesting point. It's not harsh.
Yeah.
It's just big.
Yeah, it's just huge. It's a huge beer. Look at the lacing on
I know.
it. I love that.
Can't even see through the top. I bet on camera you can't even see through the top of the glass.
I would suspect that. Wow.
Well, that's fun.
That is. That is.
What else do we need to talk about?
I think you've said a
Quite a
lot.
bit of it, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're ever in Colorado, right next to where they play the baseball games, you can find the Great Divide Brewery, and I highly recommend it.
I've never been, but boy, this is a beer that would make me be interested in going
Right?
big time. Now.
Oh, for sure. And there's like they're a top 6 or 8 brewery for me easily in the country. They
Right.
they very rarely do something that I think is even average.
Well,
Let's do it.
let's do it.
Here's to it. Cheers, guys.
See you next time.